What's going on, Den Dwellers? We're back at it. This time, another movie review. Black Phone 2. And man, letdown. Welcome back, Den Dwellers. Welcome, one and all. Like you just heard, I'm going to be talking about Black Phone 2. And wow, it's a letdown. But before we get at it, make sure you hit that sub and like button for me. Follow me on TikTok, X, and join that Facebook group, Salt and Sword Den. Highly appreciate you. All right, guys. Okay. Man. I'm gonna try to be as nice about this as possible because I know people were trying to hype this up like it was going to be some crazy good movie. People are saying it was better than the first. No, no, not even close. Um, there's really not a lot I can do to not spoil this movie without while talking about it because all the points for me to review are things that might hurt your judgment a little bit. Um, so this movie is fucking it. I don't even know why it was made. It completely lost the feel of the first one, guys. That's how I'm gonna talk about this. It completely lost the feel of the first one, even though you could tell it really tried to stick with the first one by doing like those like grainy looking flashbacks and shit, which was cool. Sorry if I'm a little stuffy, guys. I just got done snow blowing and shit all day. Um, so here we go. Spoilers, guys. Sorry to tell you. So this movie don't even focus on Finn. Um, the focus is on the sister, and she's even more annoying than she was in the first one. They kept the same cast. I believe that's the same chick. Um, she is just incredibly whiny and cryy and like bossy. Like I know everything through the whole fucking movie, and it's like, dude, can you shut the fuck up? Stop screaming and fucking crying and shut the fuck up through the whole thing. And Finn's like this edgy fucking kid, like smokes weed now, so everybody thinks he's bad because he smokes weed. Um, which I understand he went through some shit. That's gonna mess anybody up. It's gonna mess anybody up, guys. Right? So it's like he gets a pass. Now, this is the fun part. This movie is incredibly slow. Nothing really fucking happens. All the shit, the good shit that you've seen was shown in the trailer, just without a little bit extra being shown. The ice skating part, nothing even fucking happens. Someone gets drug across the ice. What? Yeah, nobody fucking dies in this movie. Yep. A great fucking concept of look, he's some dream demon like Freddy Krueger, which everybody was trying to say that's what they're kind of going for, like the next Freddy Krueger or whatever. A cool concept, except like somehow like he's still be able to be alive in like his original place of work, which is like this Christian camp, which it's a Christian on Christian movie too, by the way. And uh, off of his first three victims, the fear off of his first three victims keep him alive, but somehow they're dead, and like he gets weaker when each one gets brought up, dude. It gets like so dumb, dude, and the stupid phone booth thing. Dude, how are you saying nobody died when you see somebody getting wah and spun around and blood going everywhere in the phone booth? Yeah, that's sister. That happens. She doesn't die. Nothing even happens to her. She just is like covered in random blood. Yeah, and she makes it explode like a Jedi out of nowhere too. Like she just sits there afterwards, and then he goes ah, and falls back, and then she walks up over him and is like, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm fucking fighting back," and fucking headbutts him. So you have a Mary Sue aspect in there, just out of nowhere. Okay, out of nowhere. Oh, another thing I don't understand I'm fucking shitting all over this movie, dudes. Um, Dream Demon. Okay, so she can see him and shit when she's like dreaming and all that fucking bullshit. He can hurt her while she's dreaming and shit, and like the spin and shit, and she fucking flies up in the air and in like the real world and shit. Okay, so she can also then be dreaming, see him, but other people that aren't asleep can be attacked. Nobody in this film feels like they're in mortal danger at all. At all. As soon as the phone booth thing happened and she ended up being fine and going out and headbutting him, I was like, okay, well, this dude's a pussy. I don't feel like he's a threat to any of these people. And legit, that's how pretty much the end of the movie goes, dude. Like they just kick his ass. They just completely like he went from such a cool character and dark and gross character, and then they just like nerfed him while just making him cooler. If that makes sense. Like, okay, we're gonna make him this dream demon dude. He's gonna take off his fucking thing. He's gonna be all fucking. He's gonna have no skin. It's just gonna be like fucked up, looking burnt, missing skin, where you just see his teeth and shit. He's got like his feet are like fucking rotted feet. You see like they're like decayed and it's fucking like it's just skeleton. Like, cool, awesome. Why he didn't even kill any of fucking like the fucking backing characters. He didn't even kill any of the core characters. The main characters, like you don't have to kill. You know what I'm saying? But not even the core characters were in danger. To where even my wife was like, "Wow, this is that was a little weird. I wasn't some. It wasn't. It's like yeah, it wasn't not what wasn't not what I was expecting either. I was expecting a little bit of something. But this is what I've been talking about, guys, in a bunch of my videos when it comes to elevation and horror and having to have some underlying message or propaganda in horror is because you start focusing more on okay, how can we make these people who dealt with this because that's what this movie's about. It's about repairing trauma. Okay. Um. eh, So you start focusing more on that instead of being just like, okay, he's a dream demon now. What kind of cool shit can we do with this? Okay, let's fucking like have him like this core character be in like the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, since you don't have to be asleep, right? You know, in the kitchen, fucking, she ends up being yeeted up by her hair or something. She's like fucking dangling and shit, and fucking everybody's like, oh my god, and fucking she gets like fucking tossed into something, or like she was like cooking and she gets like dunked in something. But see, dude, Bloomhouse to me has gotten so hit and miss. They were so fucking good right when they started. Like the first Insidious movies, the first Conjuring shit, like, and then it turned into them trying to appease by doing weird underlying like, this is what our movie means. Well, we gotta fucking like I refuse. I refuse to watch it, and I won't. Um, they have Kevin Bacon in it. The fucking they them movie where it's a fucking it's a camp to make you not like the same sex. I'm just like I'm not like what happened to just writing the fucking movie to make it banging and as fucking awesome as possible. That's what I miss in horror, dude. That's why actually I'm making a movie on why 2000s horror was peak, and it started going downhill in 2010s. I'm gonna make a video on it, and I was actually kind of surprised at all the list of names, like a film that are like huge and like changed kind of like the genre. I was like, damn, I thought these were came out later than they did. Nope. Now we're getting to this shit to where it's just like it's where it's almost lazy. So it's like, what's some political agenda or like some fucking social, social thing that we can turn into a movie? Hellraiser, the new Hellraiser. There we go. I'm telling you guys, I'm about to be like Roanoke Gaming and Anglerfish, but I'm about to be like fucking. I'm about to do this with Hellraiser 2022 every single video, dude. Just like Hellraiser 2022. What it was about was recovering being addicted, and that your life is actually can be much worse than going to hell and getting tortured. And I just like just stop. Just make a movie. Just make the fucking movie. Why are we sitting there and being like writing the screenplay and being like, how can we make this as elevated and as fucking agenda filled as possible? And then they just focus on that the whole time, and then because, dude, like, I was looking forward to this, and to where I almost wish I got my fucking money back, like not money, time back, because I just waited for something the whole time, and there was absolutely zero payoff. The film doesn't make you like get behind the characters like this, like how you were rooting for Finn and them the first one. Like you're like, yeah, this one it just kind of seems like they're almost just like side quest mission type thing. Like, oh, we gotta go to this camp and we gotta fucking antagonize the workers and talk a little bit of shit, and then keep going to the phone booth and talking to him, and then most of the time you see the dude is you see him just skating. He's walking around the fucking phone booth, and it's just I understand. This is just my opinion, guys, but I don't understand how people like horror like this. It's And it's always movies like this that just get completely over fucking rated. And I don't know why. Like Sinners. That's not even horror. That's why it got all the not Oscar nominations it did. It was that's such a good horror movie. No, it's not. It wasn't horror. It was a drama with vampires sprinkled into it. That's what this felt like. It was just oh, a Lifetime movie at a camp. The brother and sister trying to get better. To where she calls him out on smoking weed, on pretty much calling him out as a piece of shit for it almost. And Finn's like, dude, I almost died. What the fuck are you talking about? And then going on and reaming her fucking dad. Reaming her dad, guys. Reaming it. Reaming him. He's on her, getting in the car. She's like, no. Like, and he just stands there and lets it happen. Doesn't try to correct her. Nothing. It's what? It's just it took characters that were actually likable and then made them unlikable, and then gave you um, a film that has no payoff because the only kind of iffy shit that you see happen and unaliving you see happen is the flashbacks on his first three victims. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So, I'm done ranting about it. Let's get to the skull and rating. I'm just completely dumbfounded on how this was so. I'm just amazed. So brings me to the skull rating, guys. 2. I do this out of 6. 2 out of fucking 6. The reason being, there's no kills. There's no sense of mortal danger for the characters. It didn't feel like Black Phone at all to me. It seemed like let's do a sequel for a cash grab. And this is exactly why I say 2000s horror reigns supreme in its peak, is because, yes, while they did remakes and sequels, it's not like this shit. At least they fucking would, try. Just don't even feel like they tried. And, the acting don't even feel like Finn is like a female, like a male Bella from Twilight the whole time. Fucking annoying. It just makes no fucking sense, man. Excuse me. Which brings me to the woke rating, guys. And you're gonna be surprised. Out of 4, I gave it a 2. It's because the Mary Sue scene in there. Um, Just the random shift of Finn being the one that was taken, and it should be his fight, and not all of a sudden like, oh nope, it's Sis's, and the bashing Christians the whole time, etc. etc. So, like I said, always with about this, guys, is I like to throw that in there, the woke rating in there, because I know that this throws people off on watching film or shows, and this is about half. Meet you halfway. Um, to where there's hardly even blood, guys. All right, there's hardly even blood. I hate modern horror, man. Like, I can't say I don't hate it. It's just not the same, man. Like, it's just not even the same feeling. Like, you get the good ones, like your Terrifier, your fucking, your things of such. But people then be like, nope, horror is supposed to be like Sinners, and it's supposed to be like fucking Get Out, Black Phone 2. It's just like, Midsummer. And it's like at this point we're starting to miss the point on what horror is. But Colton, yeah, it's always horror has always been known to be political by college scholars that have reached and like been like, see, it's political because I say this. Like, I'll give an example. People saying, I had a debate with a guy, saying the first Nightmare on Elm Street was a political motivated film, and I'm like, dude, it has nothing. There's nothing political in it. Nope, it has to do with Reagan's like family era and stuff, and it's just like nowhere in there is it said. Now, when you start getting just being like, here's this phone booth explosion for no reason, just because she started hearing her brother saying, "Don't be scared," so she sits there like a Jedi, like this. And the phone booth just explodes. It's like, that's some Mary Sue shit. That's some like Ray in Star Wars. What was the shit one? The Last Jedi? What was that? Oh, it's out in my living room, not my office. It's just like she's lifting boulders at the end of it for no fucking reason, without training, without anything. She's just lifting fucking boulders. Same thing here. She was like this. It's like, we get what you're doing. You're the dad can't get over shit. He's fucking whiny and shit, and he's struggling with trying. He's clean now, but he's trying to he's trying to be better, but he's struggling with not drinking. Finn's abusing substances now too, and now he's moody and Sis is the strong one. It's just like that's what it felt like the whole time. And I was too far in to stop because I was waiting for something to happen, and I was by like 20 minutes left. I'm like, shit, I don't think I'm gonna get anything, and I didn't. stick with the first one. At least you feel like Finn is in trouble the whole time and something's gonna happen to him. Yeah. It's like, are they even gonna find this kid? Yeah. Not this one. They're like, fuck. He's gonna get his ass beat. Every single scene he's in. Not every single scene, but I would say about 30-40% of them. Cool visuals. Okay, so now I'll at least talk about some shit that I do like. Cool visuals. It had a nice grainy effect still. It did kind of have that old school kind of like just grainy look in general. Like, you know, this the score was pretty good. You know, but other than that, so like I said, guys, this is only my opinion. Go give it a watch at least. Maybe it's up your alley, but it's definitely not up mine. I like slow burns. I can deal with no kills and stuff, but you have to do it good if you do it. Like, good for them. They threw something at the wall, seeing if it would work, but not this time, guys. And sorry, but this movie's not for me. Maybe it'll be for you. Go check that out. So, make sure you hit that sub and like button, guys. Follow me on TikTok, X, join that Scalton's Horror Den on Facebook. And I will see all of you lovely, lovely people on the next one.